Let's go.
It's your back, it dey keep passing. It dey bring out the best in me. I dey feel your recipe. Make you give me that recipe. Fine, fine. Yeah, you fine. You so divine. I dey feel you die.
What's up, y'all? We got a new episode of Awesome Entertainment. We got finally some good news. Chris Evans is in peak Captain America shape amid Doomsday filming. Okay, now this is what I want to tell you. This is what I've been hoping for. I was praying for this before it was even announced that Doomsday was coming. Okay, I wanted Hydra Cap. Okay, Captain America. He gets brainwashed, kind of like a Winter Soldier, but he's in more control. Like, he's really thinking and moving like Captain America, but he's super Captain Hydra. I want to see him come in and kill people. That's what I really thought. Like, Sam Wilson's second movie was going to be him trying to save Hydra Cap from being brainwashed, bring him back. Then, hit movie 6, you had 2 Captain America. It's kind of a weird thing they do in the comics if you don't know what's going on. But Hydra Cap is what I want. I want evil Captain America, and they weren't gonna do it in the Captain America movie. I was disappointed. Obviously, that's what they always keep doing, is disappoint me. But when they announced him coming back in Doomsday, and it looking like he might be part of Doctor Doom's evil multiversal Avengers group, you know what? That's good enough for me. That's good enough for me. As long as he's kicking some ass, he needs to come in and whoop some. I need a nice long 3-4 minute fight scene, okay? I don't need none of that half a second, they gonna rip his arm off and move on. No, don't do that. Don't just put him in the movie. Have him be that guy. So Chris Evans attended the Toronto International Film Festival in September 2025 for the premiere of his film Sacrifice. Photographers captured the 44-year-old actor on the red carpet with his co-stars. Fans online quickly noticed his muscular physique and clean-shaven look, both resembling his portrayal of Steve Rogers' Captain America in the Marvel Cinematic Universe. Basically, Buddy's ripped, which I think, ain't he always ripped? Ain't he always working out? Chris Evans looked jacked and ready to return to the MCU in TIFF photos. Marvel did not include Chris Evans in the list of 27 stars for Avengers Doomsday. Still, his physical transformation reignited speculation about a return. Fans compared his TIFF photos to past MCU images and highlighted the strong similarity in his build, noting his arms and chest look like Captain America these days. Look, man, dude's jacked. He's ready to kick somebody's ass. Hopefully he kicks the ass of all these new Avengers that we don't like. You know what I'm saying? That's the best way to get fans back. Bring in the old Avengers, evil version, had them come in, kill all the people, that y'all don't like, She-Hulk and all them, and then bring in the OG Avengers from 2012. This is what they need to do, man. This is y'all had the recipe, y'all. I don't think they sticking to it, but they had the recipe. They were gonna do a Young Avengers movie. The issue is nobody liked none of the Young Avengers, and their ideas were trash. What they should have did was Young Avengers, after Doom shows up, whoops everybody's ass, kills everybody. The Young Avengers need to go back in time in their movie and fight some people, save the day. But really what their job is to do is bring in the 2012 original Avengers. And they show up in Secret Wars and team up with the new Avengers that we hate, and they, obviously kill Doom. Obviously, that's what they gonna murk Doom. That's what they gonna do. But that's what I'm saying. That's how you could have used the new Avengers. That's how you could have used the evil Avengers. That's how you could use the old Avengers. And then you need Secret Wars to have a bunch of variants anyway. So, but what do I know? Social media commentary highlighted that Evans has appeared with a beard in recent years. His new clean-shaven look mirrored the style of his Marvel character. A person who claimed to be at the premiere commented, since everyone's talking about it and someone who was close to him sitting at front row, yeah, Chris Evans is back for Doomsday Secret Wars. He was jacked in real life, like shockingly so. He back on the juice. They back on that. It's either steroids or super soldier serum. Which, I mean, what's the difference? Captain America's superpowers are steroids. That's all he's taking. So I mean, he might as well get back on that shit. Industry chatter has further fueled the speculation. In August, insider Daniel Rickman reported that Evans had been filming scenes for Doomsday in UK. The shoot may include Steve and Peggy Carter's house from the end of Avengers Endgame. You know, that's crazy. If Doom show up when he living his happily ever after, you living happily ever after, and Doom show up and kill you or your wife and stuff, you know, that'd be kind of crazy. I'm not mad at that. Maybe, this would be cool. Like, if Doom shows up when, you know, he done ran back in time, he's living life with Peggy, he's trying to have his happily ever after. Doom shows up, brainwashes him or takes control or forces him, who cares? It makes him Hydra Cap, so even Hydra Cap is the original Cap, so we know he could kick your ass. That, you know, they might be cooking something. But let me not get my hopes up. Other reports suggest that Avengers Doomsday will unite returning Marvel veterans and new cast members. Joe and Anthony Russo directed a film with Robert Downey Jr. playing Dr. Doom. Evans has publicly denied his involvement, saying earlier, "It's sad to be away. It's sad not to be back with the band," while adding that he stays close with Robert Downey Jr. and the Russo brothers. Of course he does. They at work. Talking about he stayed close with them. They at work. They got to clock in. I don't see Steve Rogers in Doomsday, but Rogers, meaning Chris Evans, will play a big role in Secret Wars. Watch the animated Avengers Assemble stuff. Enough said. I think I did watch that, and it's not good. The Secret Wars is never good. I'm telling you, the comic, the Spider-Man version on the animated show, I think the X-Men did it. I mean, like, it was just never. Every time you get hyped for it, it sounds good, and they execute it terribly. I think it's just one of them ideas that it sounds good, but once you put it on film, it just never works out. You might as well just do what they should do. Hundreds of variants of each character. This is for sequel. 100 variants, and just have them fight the whole time. No dialogue. Just 3 hours of straight fighting and special effects. No words said. And last man standing is the last man standing. And then, you know, maybe put some dialogue at the end. All right, we got to stop Doom, take his powers, and restore stuff. But really, you should just fight for 3 hours. He's definitely back for Doomsday. His presence was severely needed, lacking in the last Captain America film. Yeah, I'm just happy Chris Evans is back in general. Honestly, my favorite character and performance in the MCU. I second that. And I was never a Captain America fan. Never. As a kid, it was like, bro, next comic. Like, I don't want to care about this. As soon as they put him in the MCU, I get it. I was like, I get it now. And I like the character more. I like the character actually the best. He's my favorite live action movie character until they bring the Punisher in, because the Punisher is my favorite live action character overall. But yeah, Steve is that guy. Few care anymore. He's as dull as a dishwasher. Ooh, buddy is hating. Player hating, because you ain't hitting the gym. That's why you hating. Wow. You just clicked an article about a guy and left a comment. Whether you realize it or not, you certainly show signs of caring. Yeah, you definitely care. If you mean there's only 2 comments or 4 comments total, and you were one of them, so you care, bro. I care. My dude's coming back. He's joining the bad guy. He's gonna kill everybody we don't like. We got a dub. Y'all. Finally. That's it. Hit like, hit share, hit subscribe. Get you a hoodie. Get you a Trust Message t-shirt. Check out my music. Don't play with my patience. Man, they gone with the flow when they tryna fake it. That's not the way I roll. That's not the combination. You start off with the dough before you start the conversation. No one start the salutations. Man, don't play with me. I'm coming from a place they would hate to be. I'm going through a phase you would hate to see.
Let's say this life's a trip. Ain't no telling where it's taking me. When you on the edge and you make your next move, better be your best. Before you throw it to the depths, better reinvest. Man, I count every moment and count every step, so I know I'm blessed. Now it's